Hey there, and welcome to the 7th edition of the Francis Howell North Star podcast. My name's Ted Bryant. Today on the show, we've got all your news and announcements, an update on the FHN 026 website, Chad time, and sports and TV talk. So, first off, let's go ahead and hand it over to Joey, who's going to give us some info on the website.
Hey, this is Joey. I'm the webmaster of FHN 026. Basically, new on the site is there's on the sidebar this week we have Frapper, which is basically like a MySpace sort of thing. And if you go to frapper.com, which is FRAPPR.com, I believe, and if you go to that or just click on the link on our website, it's a map of the United States and the whole world, and you just sign up and basically you can add yourself so we know exactly who's came to the site, when whatever. Anyway, okay, back to Ted.
Thanks for that, Joey. Now here's Stephanie Cope and Leah Carter with the news.
All right, hey, I'm Leah. First up on the news, we want to be sure to bring your gently used high school appropriate paperback books to the library tomorrow. Every approved book that you bring will receive a coupon used to select other books on Monday or Tuesday next week. The more books brought in, the bigger the selection for everyone. This is a great way to get new teaching material or new reading material for spring break.
All right. I think we mentioned this on the last podcast, but the second annual Communication Arts Trivia Extravaganza will be held on March 25th at 7 p.m. It raises money for a scholarship fund, and last year they were able to award $2,500 in scholarships to North students. So come show your support. They're currently looking for donations for their door prizes, raffles, and bags of chance. And they're also looking for participants. So if you can help with any of that, then that would be really great.
And lastly, congratulations to our very own Danielle Karstens. Danielle was named 2006 High School Journalist of the Year from Missouri. Danielle's portfolio will be forwarded to the national competition, too. This award was a testament to Danielle's hard work on the newspaper the last 3 years, as well as the other great work the newspaper and staffers create in Room 26. They are also led by Aaron Manful, FHN's 2006 Teacher of the Year. Congratulations, Danielle and Mr. Manful, and good luck on nationals. Be sure to stay tuned to the podcast because later on we're going to have an interview with her.
All right, congratulations. And Ted?
All right, thanks, guys. We're actually going to go ahead and interview Danielle right now since she's here, so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone.
Okay, I'm Danielle Karstens, senior.
So tell us what exactly happened yesterday.
Yesterday came down to the classroom, everything was normal, talking about stories, and then they made this announcement and turned around, there was a bunch of people there. Joey and Kate whipped out some cakes, and Stephanie had this song for me and this card for me, and Ted and AJ sang the song, I guess you could say. And then they pulled up a banner, and it was cool. It was neat that everyone did so much to make it so special.
So how did this start? Like, how did this come about, you being nominated and everything?
Well, we had found out about it. Well, a couple years ago, Kaylin Ponchi won for Missouri Student Journalist of the Year and everything, so we kind of knew about it. So we just submitted a portfolio, like back in the beginning of February. It was clips of articles and newspaper designs and everything, and resume and stuff like that. So
That's cool. So what happens next?
next, the portfolio gets forwarded on to the national competition, and we'll see what happens.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Danielle. Congratulations again. All right, now it's time for 90 Seconds with Chad. So, Chad, come on over. We have our hat full of random topics for Chad to discuss. So, Chad, go ahead and take it.
Cool. Okay. Are we ready yet? Okay, what's the first topic? Ice skating. I like ice skating. And by ice skating, I mean hockey players. Because, let's face it, hockey's cool. Hockey is a sport in which they let you fight. And come on, how many times have you not wanted to just beat the living crap out of the people on the other team? The only other sport that lets you do Olympic curling. You know what? I hate Olympic curling. And I also hate Olympic curlers. So all people who like to curl in the Olympics, congratulations. I hate you. All right? Mr. Manful. Unfortunately, I can't express my full opinions on Mr. Manful because he's standing right here. So let's just say that Mr. Manful is great, and I love Mr. Manful as my own father because I don't have a father. Thank you. Congratulations, Manful. Taupe. Taupe is a funny color, really. When you think about it, it's kind of a skin color. And I'd be funny. I was thinking the other day, wouldn't it be cool if our T-shirts were taupe colored? Because then people look at us and be like, "Hey, you're not wearing a shirt." Then they'd be like, "Oh wait, yeah you are. It's just taupe." American Idol. Those people can't sing. Next. 24. Jack Bauer's a wuss. There are so many people that could take Jack Bauer in a fight. Chuck Norris, The Punisher, Solid Snake, Snake Plissken. Let's go.
Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter.
Street Fighter's obviously better than Mortal Kombat. I don't even consider Mortal Kombat may be fun for a few laughs and all, but I don't consider Mortal Kombat a real fighting game. Is that all? All right, cool.
All right, thanks a lot, Chad. Interesting as always. Next up, we've got Alicia Ripplinger and Lauren Trindle with their thoughts on television.
Hey guys, it's Lauren. This week we're going to dedicate most of our segment to Real World, which started up last night. I'm fond of it. The new cast members are kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going to happen this season. I think there's going to be a lot of fights.
There's going to be a lot of drama with Paula.
Yeah, I don't even.
First night, and she's already crying.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Well, what he said, he shouldn't have said.
Yeah,
Probably
But still, before he even said it, at the bar and stuff, she's already crying outside, and, hugging on Zach. Come on, get over it.
I know.
What do you say for those of us who didn't see it?
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, Paula is bulimic, and so she automatically thinks everyone hates her, and he told her that she needed to gain weight and that she's too skinny, and so she started bawling out of control.
Oh, it's Key West this season, which could be, they're going to, have some hurricanes and stuff. It's going to be.
Yeah, they were already stranded for a couple weeks, or for a couple days at the very beginning.
Really? I didn't see the very beginning of the episode. I missed the first.
Yeah, they got down there and they had to stay in separate hotels because they couldn't go to their house yet.
I don't know. I think it's going to be awfully different than all the other seasons.
Me too. Also, One Tree Hill is on tonight, and I don't know if you guys watch One Tree Hill or not, but you should definitely watch it tonight. They're going to have a school shooting, and someone's going to die.
Da-da-dum.
Don't know who it is. Very excited, though.
Yeah, I don't really watch One Tree Hill, but I watched the preview on WB.com, and I'm going to have to say I might have to TiVo that.
You're going to have to. We'll have to talk about it next week.
But I won't know what's going on, but I'll try.
That's okay. It's not important.
But Real World. Okay, back to Real World. They should put the previous seasons on DVD so we can watch them over and over again. San Diego, my favorite season.
San Diego was the best season.
It was
by
with
far.
Cameron and Brad.
Free Brad.
Yeah, and then Robin and Brad both ended up on jail on the same night. Oh,
What
good
was the guy's name?
TV.
Jacquees.
Jacquees.
He runs around with a piece of paper taped to his head and says "Free Brad."
'Cause
Good season. It's a
San
classic.
Diego was the best. Philadelphia was okay. What we got Austin last season, that was okay. What's his name had a temper problem? Danny.
I liked Philly. Philly was a good season too.
Yeah, it was. With the one girl, Melanie. I mean, Melanie was her name. She was
Melanie and
drama.
Yeah.
I think that wraps up TV time.
We'll be back next week.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, guys. And now it's time for Sports Talk with Ted Bryant and Dan Grody. Now we're going to go ahead and turn over to myself, Dan Grody, and AJ Canoyer, and Abby Kleinsmith, our moderator for Sports Talk.
Okay, boys, what's today's topic?
Today's topic is going to be the upcoming World Baseball Classic, which starts tomorrow, actually. So,
Is this the first World Baseball Classic?
yeah, and it's causing a lot of controversy too.
Why is that?
Well, a lot of the players are dropping out. A lot of the managers don't like it because they don't want their players to get hurt, and there's a lot of questions, a lot of possible consequences that could happen. But I think it's going to be a good thing for baseball.
I'd have to disagree on that. I mean, yeah, you got the World Baseball Classic. Oh, go USA, go whatever country you are. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing as basketball when it comes to, it's like basketball in the Olympics. I mean, it was good at first, but it's easily going to die out. And plus, the MLB season, you're not going to have any players. The players are all going to be injured. They're all in the DL.
They're not all going to be injured.
They have
What if like Roger Clemens would get injured and he's not signed with the team now, but it would end his career, and
Guess what? He's old. Doesn't matter.
They have 3 days to train. 3 days. They have to do all spring training, which lasts almost a month, in order to get into shape for this. 3 days.
what if Albert gets injured? Our season would be done.
I will be saddened if Albert gets injured, but at the same time, what if Albert gets injured in spring training? What if Albert gets injured in a preseason workout? What if Albert gets injured
Yeah, but
on
he's not
day
going,
one?
He's not going all out in spring training. He's going to want to go out all out in the World Baseball Classic.
And
since
I
he's
encourage him
part of this
to.
You don't understand, though. 3 days. If I went out and played baseball full out 3 days, I'd be injured after the first day, no problem.
Well, we're talking about AJ Canoy here, not Albert Pujols. All right?
All it is for money, though. So even Steinbrenner's against it, and he wants all the money he can have.
Steinbrenner, I'm not going to talk about Steinbrenner because I got bad things to say about Steinbrenner. But seriously, how can you not be excited to see a lineup that has, like, the Dominican lineup, which has, look at this hitting. They've got Beltre, they've got David Ortiz, they've got Albert Pujols, Soriano, Tejada, Guerrero. The list goes on. How can you not be excited to see that?
They would just dominate. America and the Dominican are just going to dominate, and maybe Puerto Rico.
I can see that. I don't see the Canadians having a good shot. They've got a lot of the MLB's young talent, like Jeff Francoeur. Is Jeff Francoeur on the Canadian team, right? I'm assuming he is.
I have no idea.
Jeff Francoeur is American, actually.
I really don't care about the World Baseball Classic. It's just, I might watch it, turn it on a little bit, maybe watch the highlights, things like that, but I'm not going to watch the games. I mean,
They finally got a TV deal.
I can watch the All-Star game, and that's fine, but I can't take more than just one game of all those players. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of just all good players playing. I like to see the little guys play, too.
There is little guys. The little guys fill in the countries like Mexico and Canada and
South Africa and Japan. Japan could be good, though.
Japan could be good. They don't have as many MLB players as, let's say, USA or Dominican, but they could be good.
I'm just saying, don't be crying when the MLB season comes around and they're playing their A-ball players in the major leagues because no one else is available to play.
No, they already do that. That's called the Royals.
Oh, that was a good one, Grody. All right. Well, I guess that wraps up our conversation. I can't top that one. That was Grody. That was a classic. So, that wraps up Sports Talk with myself, AJ Canoyer, and Dan Grody. And that also wraps up our show. So make sure you stick around and you tune in next week. We'll have all your news, all your sports, 90 Seconds with Chad, and a bunch of other fun stuff. So and the paper will be out. And we'll have Stephanie Coate previewing it. So this is Ted Bryant signing off for the rest of the How North North Star podcast crew. So we'll see you next week.